Welcome to Inside Fairy Tale English, where stories become your English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside Fairy Tale English. I'm Sophia, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm James. It's wonderful to see you again. How are you feeling today?
James, I have to say, today feels extra special. We have such a beautiful story to share.
Oh, I know. I've been waiting all week for this one. The Frog Prince. It's one of my favorites.
Mine too. There's something so magical about this story. It teaches us about keeping our promises.
Yes, and about looking beyond what we see on the outside. Sometimes the most wonderful things come in unexpected packages.
That's so true. You know, James, when I was a little girl, I loved this story. I always wondered what it would be like to meet a talking frog.
Ha! A talking frog? That would be quite surprising, wouldn't it? Imagine you're walking in a garden, and suddenly a frog says, "Hello, nice day, isn't it?"
I would probably drop my coffee, but that's the magic of fairy tales. Anything can happen.
Exactly. In fairy tales, animals can talk, spells can be broken, and ordinary people can become heroes.
That's what I love about these old stories. They remind us to believe in magic. And today, we're going to travel into this magical world together. Are you ready, everyone?
I hope you're sitting somewhere comfortable. Maybe with a warm cup of tea or coffee?
Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever made a promise? A promise to a friend or to your family?
That's a good question. Promises are important, aren't they? When we make a promise, we say, "I will do this for you."
Yes, and keeping a promise means we do what we said. We don't forget. We don't change our minds.
Sometimes keeping a promise is easy. Sometimes it's hard. But it's always important.
Think about it for a moment. What promises have you made? Did you keep them?
Don't worry if sometimes you forgot. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to try our best.
Today's story is all about that. A princess makes a promise. But will she keep it? Let's find out together.
So, grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's begin our journey into the Frog Prince.
Thank you for being here with us. We're so grateful for each and every one of you. Your presence makes this podcast special. Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom, there lived a king. He had many daughters, but the youngest was the most beautiful of all.
She had golden hair and bright blue eyes. Everyone in the kingdom loved her. But she was also a little bit, what's the word?
Spoiled?
Yes, spoiled. She always got what she wanted. The king gave her everything. Beautiful dresses, shiny jewels, delicious food.
She never had to wait for anything. She never had to work hard. Life was very easy for her.
Maybe too easy. When everything comes too easily, we don't learn important lessons.
That's very true. Near the castle, there was a large forest, and in that forest, there was an old well. The princess loved to play near the well.
She had a golden ball. It was her favorite toy. Every day, she would throw the ball up into the air and catch it. Up and down, up and down.
The ball was so shiny, it sparkled in the sunlight like a little sun. She loved watching it fly through the air.
One hot summer day, the princess was playing alone by the well. The birds were singing, the flowers were blooming. It was a perfect day.
She threw her golden ball very high, higher than ever before.
Too high. She missed it. The ball fell down, down, down into the well. Splash.
"Oh no," cried the princess, "my beautiful golden ball." She looked into the well, but it was very deep. Very, very deep. She could not see her ball.
The well was dark and cold. The water was black like night. Her precious ball was gone.
The princess began to cry. She cried and cried. Her tears fell like rain. She had never lost anything before. She didn't know what to do.
Then she heard a voice. "Why are you crying, beautiful princess?"
She looked around. Who was speaking? She looked left, she looked right, then she looked down. There he was, a frog. A little green frog was sitting on the edge of the well.
He was small and wet. His skin was bumpy. His eyes were big and round.
A frog, she said. You can talk?
Yes, I can talk. Now tell me, why are you so sad?
My golden ball fell into the well, said the princess. I loved it so much. Now it's gone forever. I will never see it again.
The frog smiled. Well, as much as a frog can smile. I can help you, he said. I can get your ball.
The princess's eyes grew wide. Really? You can do that? You would do that for me?
Yes, said the frog, but you must promise me something.
Anything, said the princess. I will give you anything. My jewels, my dresses, my crown.
The frog shook his head. I don't want jewels or dresses. I don't need a crown. I want to be your friend. I want to eat at your table. I want to sleep in your castle. Promise me this, and I will get your ball.
The princess thought for a moment. A frog? At her table? In her castle? That was silly. That was ridiculous.
But she wanted her ball back so much. She loved that golden ball more than anything.
Fine, she said. I promise. But in her heart, she didn't mean it. She thought, this silly frog will never come to the castle. He's just a frog. He can't walk that far.
The frog jumped into the well. Splash! A few moments later, he came back with the golden ball in his mouth.
My ball! The princess grabbed it quickly. She was so happy. She didn't even look at the frog. She ran back to the castle without even saying thank you.
Wait, wait, called the frog. Remember your promise. You promised. But the princess was already gone. She ran and ran until she reached the castle doors.
Poor frog. He was very sad. He sat by the well for a long time, thinking. But he didn't give up. He was patient. The next evening, there was a knock at the castle door.
Knock, knock, knock. The king looked up from his dinner. Who is at the door? He asked.
The servant opened the door. There was the frog. He had hopped all the way from the forest. It took him a whole day.
I'm here to see the princess, he said. She made me a promise.
The princess's eyes grew wide. She saw the frog, and her face turned white. Her heart started beating fast. Go away, she said. I don't know you.
But the king was curious. What is this about? What promise? Tell me everything, little frog.
So the frog told the king everything. About the ball, about the well, about the promise the princess made. He spoke slowly and clearly, and the king listened to every word.
The king looked at his daughter. Is this true? He asked. His voice was serious.
The princess looked at the floor. She was ashamed. Yes, father, she said quietly. It's true.
The king was very serious. A promise is a promise. You must keep your word. Our family always keeps our promises. Let the frog sit at our table.
The princess was not happy. She was embarrassed, but she obeyed her father. The frog sat at the table. He ate from her plate. He drank from her cup.
This is delicious, said the frog happily. The food is so good here. Thank you for sharing with me.
The princess said nothing. She just looked away.
After dinner, the frog said, Now I am tired. It was a long journey from the forest. Take me to your room. I want to sleep.
No, cried the princess. That is too much. I won't do it. I can't.
But the king said firmly, You made a promise. You must keep it. That is the rule.
So the princess carried the frog to her room. She was very angry now. This is terrible. This is the worst day of my life. I hate this.
She put the frog on her pillow, but something strange happened. As soon as the frog touched the pillow, there was a bright light. It filled the whole room.
The princess closed her eyes. It was too bright. When she opened them again, the frog was gone. In his place stood a handsome prince.
What happened? Asked the princess. She couldn't believe her eyes. She rubbed them and looked again. Yes, it was real, a real prince.
The prince smiled kindly. Thank you. he said. A witch put a spell on me long ago. She was angry with me. Only a princess who kept her promise could break the spell. You saved me.
The princess felt ashamed. She had been so unkind to the frog. She had been rude and mean, but he was so gentle and forgiving. He wasn't angry at all.
I'm sorry, she said. I'm sorry I was mean to you. I'm sorry I didn't want to keep my promise. I was wrong.
The prince took her hand gently. You learned something important today, he said, and that's what matters. We all make mistakes. The important thing is that we learn from them.
That's very true. From that day on, the princess was a different person. She always kept her promises. She was kind to everyone, no matter how they looked, big or small, rich or poor.
And the prince and the princess, they became the best of friends. Some say they got married and lived happily ever after in a beautiful castle by the forest. And so, the story ends. But the lesson lives on forever.
Wasn't that a wonderful story? I feel warm inside just thinking about it. Now, let's look at some beautiful expressions from our tale today.
Yes, we found 5 really useful expressions. These are words you can use in your everyday life. Real words for real situations.
Our first expression is, I promise.
I promise. This is so important. When you say I promise, you're making a commitment. You are saying, I will definitely do this. You can trust me.
For example, I promise I will call you tomorrow, or I promise to help you with your homework.
The purr sound can be tricky for some learners. Listen carefully. Promise. The stress is on the first part. Promise, not promise.
Try it with me. I promise. One more time. I promise. Great.
You might say this to a friend. I promise I won't be late. Or, to yourself, I promise to study every day.
The princess said, I promise, but she didn't mean it. That was her mistake. When we say these words, they should come from our heart.
Right. When we say I promise, we should mean it with our whole heart. Empty promises hurt people.
Our second expression is, keep your word.
Keep your word. This means to do what you said you would do. Your word is your promise. It's what you said.
The king told the princess, you must keep your word. He meant, you must do what you promised. Here's how to use it. My friend always keeps her word. I can trust her completely.
Or, he said he would help me, and he kept his word. He's a good friend.
The pronunciation tip here is word. It sounds like word. Keep your word. Keep your word.
In business, this is very important too. People want to work with others who keep their word.
Absolutely. Trust is everything in relationships and in work.
Beautiful. Our third expression is go away.
Ah, this is a strong one. Go away means leave. I don't want you here.
The princess said this to the frog. Go away. She was not very nice, was she?
No, she wasn't. But we can use this expression in different ways. Sometimes it's strong and rude. Sometimes it's playful with friends.
For example, if someone is bothering you, you might say, please go away, I need some quiet time.
Or with close friends, you might laugh and say, oh, go away, you're so funny. It depends on your tone of voice.
The sounds are simple. Go away. 2 short words together. Go away.
Be careful when you use it, though. It can sound very rude if you say it the wrong way.
Yes, always think about how the other person will feel.
Our fourth expression is, I can help you.
Oh, I love this one. I can help you. It's so warm and kind. It makes people feel good.
The princess said this to the frog. I can help you. He wanted to be useful. He wanted to make her happy.
You can use this every day. At work, I can help you with that project. At home, I can help you cook dinner.
Even with strangers. Excuse me, you look lost. I can help you find the way. Notice the word can. It sounds like Ken. when we speak quickly. I can help you. I can help you.
Try it. I can help you. Wonderful. This phrase opens doors and builds friendships.
When someone says this to us, we feel supported. We feel less alone.
And when we say it to others, we become helpers. We become good people in their story.
Our fifth and final expression is happily ever after.
Ugh, this is the classic fairy tale ending. Happily ever after means living a good and happy life forever.
They lived happily ever after. We hear this in so many stories. It's the ending we all hope for.
But you can use it in real life too, with a little humor. For example, after I finished my exams, I lived happily ever after.
Or, when I found my dream job, it felt like happily ever after. Or, when I finally learned to cook, I lived happily ever after.
The stress is on happily and after. Happily ever after.
Say it with feeling. Happily ever after. Beautiful. Feel the joy in those words.
These 5 expressions are your gifts from today's story. Use them, practice them, and they will become part of your English.
Write them down in a notebook. Say them out loud every day. Soon they will feel natural. Now, let's talk about where this story comes from and what it means.
Yes, The Frog Prince is a very old story from Germany.
That's right. It was collected by the Brothers Grimm in the early 1800s. Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm loved collecting old fairy tales from the German countryside.
They traveled to many villages and talked to many people. They wrote down the stories that grandmothers told their grandchildren.
Germany has many beautiful forests and castles, just like in our story. When you hear this tale, you can imagine those green trees and stone towers.
I've seen pictures of German castles. They are so beautiful. Some of them are still standing today.
In the original story, the ending was a little different. The princess was quite rough with the frog.
Yes, in some versions, she throws him against the wall, and that breaks the spell. It's a bit shocking.
But over time, the story became gentler. Now, most people know the kinder version, where keeping her promise breaks the spell.
I like that version better. It teaches a nicer lesson. Violence doesn't solve problems, but kindness does.
Me too. Now, what does this story teach us?
The biggest lesson is about keeping promises. When we make a promise, we should keep it, even when it's hard, even when we don't want to.
The princess didn't want to keep her promise. The frog wasn't beautiful or exciting. He was small and strange. But the king reminded her, a promise is a promise.
This is so true in life. Sometimes we promise things without thinking carefully. Then later, we don't want to do them. We make excuses.
But our word matters. When we keep our promises, people trust us. They know we are reliable. They know they can count on us.
And when we break our promises, we hurt others. We also hurt ourselves. We lose trust. We lose respect.
There's another beautiful message in this story. Don't judge others by how they look.
Yes, the frog was small and green and not very handsome. The princess thought he was beneath her. She thought he wasn't important.
But inside, he was a kind and noble prince. His outside didn't show his inside. The truth was hidden.
This happens in real life, too. Sometimes the most wonderful people don't look special. They wear simple clothes. They have quiet voices. But when you get to know them, they shine like stars.
And sometimes people who look perfect are not so kind inside. So we shouldn't judge too quickly. We should give people a chance.
Take time to know someone before you decide who they are.
Exactly. For our English learners, there's a lesson here too.
Oh, I like this idea. What do you think, Sophia?
Learning English might feel hard sometimes, like carrying a frog to your room. You might want to give up. You might think, this is too difficult.
But if you keep your promise to yourself, I will learn English, amazing things happen.
One day, the ugly frog of difficult grammar becomes a handsome prince of beautiful communication.
That's so lovely. Keep your promises to yourself. Keep studying. Keep practicing. Keep listening to English every day. Your transformation will come.
And remember, every English learner, no matter their level, has value. Don't judge yourself too harshly.
A beginner is not less valuable than an advanced learner. Everyone is on their own journey.
You are already doing something wonderful. You are growing. You are learning. And that's beautiful. That's magical.
We are proud of you for trying. Keep going.
We're coming to the end of our time together, and I feel so grateful.
Me too. What a wonderful journey today. Thank you for walking through this story with us.
Before we go, let me give you today's English line. This is one sentence from our story that you can remember and use.
Drum roll, please. What's the line, Sophia?
Today's English line is, "A promise is a promise."
Oh, that's perfect. A promise is a promise. So simple, but so powerful.
Let's say it together. A promise is a promise. One more time with feeling. A promise is a promise.
This means when you make a promise, you must keep it. No excuses, no changing your mind. Your word is your honor.
You can use this in so many situations. When your friend says, "But I don't want to go anymore," you can say, "A promise is a promise."
Or when you want to remind yourself to keep going, say, "A promise is a promise. I won't give up. I will continue."
Write this sentence down. Put it somewhere you can see it every day. On your mirror, on your desk, on your phone.
Now, here's a little practice for you. This week, try to use the expression, "I promise," at least 3 times.
Promise something small. I promise to drink more water today. I promise to call my mom. I promise to practice my English for 10 minutes.
And most importantly, keep those promises. Feel how good it feels to keep your word. Feel the pride inside you.
Also, try to notice promises in your life. When someone says, "I promise," listen carefully. When you say it, mean it deeply.
Maybe start a promise journal. Write down the promises you make and check them when you keep them.
That's a wonderful idea. This is how we grow, not just in English, but as people.
I have to say, Sophia, I really loved today's episode.
So did I. The Frog Prince has such a warm message. It reminds us that change is possible, that even when things seem ugly or difficult, beauty can appear.
And that the people who keep their promises are the true heroes. They are the ones we remember.
To everyone listening, remember, you are making a promise to yourself every time you study, every time you listen, every time you try to speak English.
And you are keeping that promise. That makes you amazing. That makes you a hero in your own story.
We believe in you. We really do. And we can't wait to share another story with you next time.
What story do you think we'll do next? Any guesses? Maybe Cinderella? Maybe Snow White?
I won't tell. It's a secret. But I promise it will be magical.
A promise is a promise.
Exactly. And I always keep my promises. Now, before we go, let's take a deep breath together. In and out. Feel that? That's the feeling of finishing something good. That's the feeling of accomplishment.
You did it. You listened, you learned, you grew. You are a little bit different now than when we started.
And we are so proud of you. Really, truly proud.
Thank you for joining us today. We're so happy to share this magical story with you. See you next time on Inside Fairy Tale English.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, stay happy, and remember, a promise is a promise.
Bye for now.
Bye, until next time.